on to Tennessee. So, Raiders go up against the Tennessee Titans on Sunday. It's gonna be a morning game. Shit. I actually prefer morning games, guys. I tend to like. Uh, I like to just know how my day's gonna go earlier in the day. That way, I have a little bit more time to recover if we lose, or a little more time to be, happy if we win. So, uh, I have that tendency. I try not let wins and losses dictate my emotions, but let's face it, I'm a Raider fan. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Uh, let's see what we got. The shit. Titans are pretty banged up, man. They got a DB, outside linebacker, offensive lineman, all didn't participate in practice yesterday. So they got a few people banged up, and another like outside linebacker, defensive lineman, wide receiver, all partially participated on their practice. So like us, we're pretty banged up too. None, can't take anything away from our shit. I mean, we're Andre James is still like concussion protocol. Hunter Renfro concussion protocol. Uh, Nichols our D tackle. He's got a shoulder. Denzel Perriman's got an ankle, and Trevon Merrick. I think that's the one that's really bugging me. He got a hip. I don't know how long. Yo, if you're a safety, you need that fucking hip, bro. You need that fucking hip. You need to be able to rotate. So, that one kind of got me worried, but yeah. But we'll see what happens, man. I mean, we got a shot. Okay, let's see. Blazing Bolts. What up, Raider John? How you doing, Blazing? Uh, Machiavelli, 7 days. What's up, man? How you doing? Broncos are a mess, but hey, they got to win. I can't hate too much on the Broncos. They got to win. We don't. Until we could actually, put some numbers in that dub column, we can't really trash a team that has one. So, I'm gonna talk. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're rivals. I'm gonna talk shit no matter what. But when it comes to wins and losses, right now, doesn't matter how bad they're playing. They gotta win. We don't. It's pissing me off. Ruben Nava, what's good, Raider John, Raider Nation? How you doing, man? Christopher Leonard, what's up, John? Hope all is well. Everything's going good. Beautiful day, really nice day. Didn't understand the day before yesterday's weather. Actually had a whole day off yesterday. I had to take my son to the dentist, and they put him under to work on his teeth. Dude, that boy heavy. I had to carry him back to the house. Yeah, man. So I missed yesterday's weather working, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful outside. It was a nice day yesterday. Day before yesterday, it looked like complete shit though. Out of nowhere, it started fucking raining. I'm like, what the make up your mind, bitch. Make up your mind. All right. Big Dog. Hey, will KC win the West? To be honest with you, don't know. Hey, yo, it is early on, guys. Whether that goes for both winning and losing. A lot of people are claiming the title after 2 fucking weeks. A lot of people are burying us after 2 fucking weeks. Honestly, same thing that I said in my last live. Let's put a couple strings of wins and losses together, and that goes with both the people that we're watching, people that we're supporting, and teams that we're going against. So you gotta actually put a good body of work together before you could actually tell who's gonna leave with this shit. But right now, they got a good foothold in it, man. They got a good head start. Can't take that away from them. And it doesn't look like they're missing a fucking beat. Andy Reid proving why he does what he does, man. Scheming shit up like a motherfucker. I'm not gonna front, guys. It is looking that way though. It is looking that way. Dennis, Why we always play like we don't know what the fuck we're doing, John? To be fair, this season, we kind of have an excuse to play that way. It's a new system, new scheme, new coaches, new all that bullshit. I know a lot of us don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it, but that is the truth. That I guess you could attribute that, you know. But as for why it always, I wouldn't say always, man. I mean, there are times where we play really good and times where we play like trash. I'm hoping that this Sunday we play really good. The the Titans, you can't look over, you can't look past the Titans, guys. They still got King Henry, man. And as long as that motherfucker's standing, you got to worry about him. Um, he he is a problem once he gets going, man. And I'm not even talking about in the backfield running up 5 yards. That is how you stop him, is you get him before he gets going. I actually heard that in I think it was I want to say Autumn Windbags. I think they were talking about it, and so Graphic was talking about it too. Everybody already knows how to stop him. The trick is doing it, right? But even then, all he needs is that one big run, and that's when you're in trouble. Because it doesn't matter whether or not you stopped him all game. If he pops off that one run, that's when he gets his confidence, and that's when he gets going. That's when he starts breaking tackles out of the backfield and then get going. That's when he starts fucking work. The engine starts running on him. So he is a problem, and he could have a big day, and we could still beat him. I firmly believe that, guys. But if he doesn't have a big day, then it's a guarantee we'll beat him. That's how I look at it. That's what I see looking at the film. And truth be told, that's how our Raiders should look at it. It's like, yeah, we can still beat him even if he has a big day. But if he doesn't have a big day, we're definitely gonna beat him. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Titans are a good team. It's not going to be an easy win. Machiavelli 7 days, you were telling the truth. It's not going to be an easy... Dude, I don't think any game this season is going to be an easy win after blowing a fucking 20-point lead in that fucking half. I mean, you gotta take that into account, period. Point blank, period. You gotta take that into account. So after that, you kind of lose. You can't really have fair grounding to stand on after blowing a lead like that, because at any point the team that you're playing against could come alive and come back, and it's been proven already. So it's like people got a blueprint on it. They might just use it against us. It's something we really need to nip in the fucking butt right now before it gets out of control later on down the year. If we get into a routine of blowing leads, it's gonna fucking piss me off. It is. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna piss me off. What do you think it would take for Carr to stop being nice and scared and be a savage? He is good, but not elite. But he's still our QB, and I support him. What will it take? Honestly, if you pay attention, guys, Carr hasn't really been that nice. He's been calling out reporters, literally calling out reporters by name, talking shit. He's been, pointing out mistakes made by other players from time to time. And even on the field, you can see the look he gives some of his receivers when they fuck up. So he has changed a bit. It's just, I don't think that's a matter of it. I think it's a matter of the system that's in place right now, his adjustment to it. How better will it be when he actually grasps it? Honestly, guys, you could attribute a lot to the change system. At the same time, when it comes to this game, in my opinion, he needs to get a foothold on the game early, and that like what happened in the last game, that's something we could actually build off of in this game. Because see, the way the Titans win games, they run the ball, plain and simple. They run the ball. You take that away from them, the likelihood of them winning the game is very low. The last game we played, we scored 20 points in the first half. If we do that in this game, I believe we have a real good chance of winning, because they no longer have the opportunity to run the ball. They cannot rely on Derrick Henry. They got to pass. And if they pass, I think we could win it. That gives us way higher of a percentage to win it if we were able to do that. So uh, Derek Carr does need to work on other things other than his attitude and his personality and stuff like that. He really needs to work on distributing the ball to different players when they're open. Go through his reads better, stuff like that. Like there's other players that were wide open on certain plays, like that one play with the game on the line. Uh, Overtime, he passes it down the middle to Devontae Adams, and it's back and forth on whose problem was. Who gives a fuck? Bottom line, it didn't go through. Um, and the whole thing is, there was two other fucking receivers right there, and I know for a fact one of them was open. One of them was open. He didn't go through his read. He went straight to there. So, more or less, it'll come in time. His ability to read his routes and shit like that. But in this game, it needs to happen a little bit quicker than usual. I mean, their defense isn't really that bad on pass rush, so he's gonna have a little more time, in my opinion, a little more time than he did in this last one. And even in this last one, he had a lot of time, guys. That's what frustrates me. He had a lot of fucking time in this last one. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Machiavelli, 7 days. Carr hasn't been the same since 2016. That's good. That was real good. Oh, man, I mean, Carr he's actually, if you look statistically wise, 2020, he actually had a better season than 2016. More completions, about the same amount of touchdowns. And the difference is you didn't have as many wins, and that you could attribute to the defense taking a shit. Also, so that season was like the go-to for car lovers and car stands, or Kardashians they call them. I don't know, people that like no matter what will like criticize, will not put up with criticism of Carr. Those people, which it's all good, man. Y'all want to support our QB no matter what, like a fucking cult, go for it. That's your prerogative, but I'm going to call it how I see it. If he's good, he's good. If he's good, I'm gonna say he's good. If he's bad, I'm gonna say he's bad. I'm a fan. That's my right as a fan, in my opinion. Anyways, a lot of people point to that season because 2016, yeah, that was good, but look, he did just as good there. You could actually attribute the losses to other areas of the team. So that's usually a go-to thing, and it's like, why did we get this many wins here and we got this many, and he did better this season, but yet we're getting this many losses? It's like because the rest of the team didn't play up to par. And I'm sorry, but they are kind of right there. as much as I hate to admit it, that is the truth. Other positions, other players got to step up. But Carr, the thing I hate is most of these matches that you know how good he is, and the reason why we're getting like this match right here coming up against the Titans. We should win this one. We should. Plain and simple. We got a better team. I'm looking at it, and we do. We have a better team. We should win this one. But that's what worries a lot of Raider Nation, is when we get these matchups that we should win. Should is the worst fucking word imaginable to a Raider fan right now, because should never fucking happens. Every time we should do something, it doesn't fucking happen. And it's the most frustrating thing, because this isn't something that's new. This is something that's been going on even back in the 2016 year when we had that winning season. There was times where we should have won a fucking matchup and we blew it, because this team tends to play down to the level of the team that we're playing. And it's been a consistency since 2016. Guess what's the one consistent that's been on our team since 2016? Derrick Carr. So as much as you could blame the rest of the team on 2020 for that bullshit that happened, you could seriously do the same about Derrick Carr when it comes to these fucking fuck ups during like games that we're supposed to win. You could attribute that, because that's the one constant, that's the one common denominator, is Derrick Carr. So my biggest frustration is that I think he really does need to do way more than what he's doing to win games. Like, okay, your guys run the wrong route. Well, obviously you weren't paying attention because you threw the ball before you even finished the fucking route. It's like, or okay, everybody's covered. You could throw the ball away, or you could run those 3 fucking yards that you got and get a first down. No, it's shit like that. Little basic shit that will change the fucking game if you do it. And I'm not a Derrick Carr hater, guys. Believe it or not, I've supported him a lot. But there's times where I have to own it when I have to eat it when it comes to this shit, because like I support him and then he does some shit like what he did in the last game where we had an opportunity. All he had to do was score at least a 7 in the second half. 7 points. That's all we needed. We probably would have won that game. And the reason why we bring that kind of shit up, a lot of Raider fans, is because, you know, if we don't bring it up, it won't be talked about. Like, we're not about that sweeping shit under the rug bullshit, all right? Raider fans call it how we see it, all right? We call it how we see it. And I hope to God y'all understand what I'm saying here, man. I ain't trying to diss Derrick Carr, but he needs to step up in this game. He needs to put this game away. This is a game we should win, and this is a game he needs to win. Because if we fucking fall to 0-3, oh my fucking God, are you going to hear a fucking rant? Dude, if we fall to 0-3, that's going to open the floodgates for a bunch of people that are pissed off, that are going to go in on this guy, all right? And it doesn't even need to be his fault. It doesn't have to be his fault, but it has to be his reason, all right? So what do I mean by that? Okay, it doesn't have to be his fault that we lost. No, he has to be the reason we win. That's what I mean by that. Okay? So in my mind, you gotta rise above this shit. You gotta rise above that bullshit. Alright. What I hate about Carr is we all know he will throw interceptions in the crucial moment of the game. Not even interceptions, bro. He will fumble the ball in crucial moments of the game. That is what frustrates me. Interceptions, honestly, I have less stress about interceptions with Carr than you would think. My biggest issue is when I see pressure and that pocket collapsing, he doesn't hold on to the ball. It's like he drops it. And then there's sometimes where he holds on to it way too fucking long. If you see 3 bodies getting pressed up against you, like, pause, but 3 big dudes like fucking, crushing your pocket, run. What the fuck? Run, motherfucker. Like, dude, obviously that route isn't going to finish before they get through. You need to start fucking running. Start booking it. Start doing off-script fucking shit, all right? I get it. A lot of Carr haters will point out this. Well, he is what he is. He is not that quarterback that's going to go off-script and run and do this and that. But, man, it ain't that fucking hard to run. Look, you want to teach him how to run? Drop him in the middle of Oakland after a bad loss. He'll run. He'll learn how to avoid. He'll run. Motherfucker, you better run. Shit. But there's a lack of communication with Carr and McDaniels. McDaniels' system is a very difficult system. There will be adjustments. Yes, that's one thing I think Doc's pointed out on his live. Is Derrick Carr going to be the same with the new system because of the way how many times this guy adjusts? With Gruden, he never adjusted, so it was like, this is the game plan, go with it, and we're going to stick with the game plan. With McDaniels, it's going to be a different fucking adjustment every quarter sometimes. He's that type of coach where he sees a way to do it better, even if it's working. If he sees a way to do it better, he's going to say, do it this way. Okay, now do it this way. Okay, now do it this way. So, trial and error. We'll see. If he stays on his A game. Yeah, that's the side. Machiavelli 7. That's the thing. Yeah, he has the ability to be a top 10 QB. He does, and anybody that says he doesn't, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. He can be a top 10 QB. However, he ain't consistent enough to be a top 10 QB. So that's why everybody puts him at 11, 12, or some shit like that. It's because he is not consistent enough. like I said, there's too much to put into it when it comes down to it, guys. Like when it comes down to his consistency, it's it's just not there. You got to, I mean, you got to play more consistent to be a top 10 QB, to be in that top, to be even in that top 15. Sometimes you got to play a little more consistent, because I'll tell you what, man, he played very well in the first half of the last game, but second half he kind of brought it down back to, top 12, top 13 QB, if that. It leveled out way too fucking much. So consistency, that's what's key, man. Okay, because gonna support Carr as long as he's on the roster. That being said, if a better option is available next offseason, I think we should pursue it. Yeah, Lamar would be nice, but I don't know, man. I don't know. You gotta understand the reason why I am kind of against Lamar. I wouldn't mind if he came, and I would support this the system that we put in place to run with him, because he's proven that he's no ordinary running quarterback. He's a guy that can make that shit work. Problem is, you gotta have a better line than what we have, dude. I'm telling you right fucking now, you gotta have a better line than what we have. It doesn't matter how fast you are, how much you run, if the line just gets pushed the fuck over every time you snap the ball. Would I be against it? Whatever. Nah. I personally don't want to, because I don't want to have to change the whole system. But if we were to go that route, that'd be cool. Personally, I think there's a bunch of good QBs coming out of the draft next year, and if anything, we draft a QB. Whether or not we keep Carr, we draft a QB. I honestly believe we should do that, and that's just insurance, guys. That's just something that you should fucking do, because that is planning for the future. That is preparing for the future. That is something that the standard fucking team in the NFL does. All right, and that's the most frustrating thing, guys, is like people treat Derrick Carr like, oh, why you gonna draft a QB when you got a QB? And I've been against drafting QB for the longest, but it's getting up there in fucking years, man. You got 8 years under your fucking belt. It's time to draft a QB. It is. Sorry. It was time to draft a QB maybe 4 years ago. And that's not saying that Carr, didn't do what he did last year, where he actually turned this shit around, threw the team on his back in some games, and won us some games down the stretch, and actually got us to the playoffs and all that. No, I'm not even attributing that. Even with that, we still should have drafted QB, because you never fucking know, guys. You never fucking know. You gotta have preparation. So it's like, yeah, in my opinion, we go QB in the draft. What up, Juan? 9. I ain't about that, bro. Yeah, I've been over this with you, man. Juan, you awesome shit, dude. You always stirring the pot, motherfucker. You always stirring the pot. All right, man. Christopher Leonard. I've noticed there has no play time for Malcolm Kuntz. Wonder why? Yeah, that makes no fucking, dude. Malcolm Kuntz, when he's actually in, he does a lot of flashes while he's in. Pause. But he actually does show some talent. He does show some skill, and I honestly don't know. That's a head scratcher, bro. But yeah. Coaching knows more than me when it comes to that. They know what he's doing in practice. They know maybe he's not good in containment or something. I don't know. But so far, it seems like he's good in containment. Every sample size I get from this guy, it makes me wonder even more, why is he not on the field? So that's a good question, man. JMD, Josh McDaniels needs to stick with the run. Yeah, stick with the run when it's needed. When the pass is working, yeah, go ahead and pass the ball. But when you see that you are up 20, when you see that the defense has got you the ball back after 4 downs, they played 4 downs straight, run the damn ball, give them a rest, Just a thought. Just a thought. Fumbles are the worst, honestly. Rather than pick it off, then get it in the backfield should be included in touchdown interception ratio. Yo, I don't even think it should be called interception. I think it should be called TUN or some shit, turnovers. Like in my opinion, that should be the stat. It's because interceptions kind of lie to you sometimes, guys. Sometimes they ain't even the quarterback's fault. Sometimes it's just the fact that the receiver couldn't catch the ball, bounces off him, and it goes into the defender's hand. So that doesn't tell the whole story. But turnovers, turning the ball over, that should, because if you attribute that to the interceptions, Carr's done a lot, bro. Carr has done a lot of those. Fumbling the ball is one of his biggest issues. Should I start Derrick Henry? Non-biased, Raider opinion. Just want to know how to win in my fantasy. 818 Raider. To be honest with you guys, and this is me being real about it, I have Derrick Henry, and I am starting him but has nothing to do with the fact that I think he's gonna run all over my Raiders. Nope, that has nothing to do with it. Has everything to do with the fact that you check the statistic, he's the best option available on my fucking roster at the moment. I have no one else that's gonna earn me points. And I wish I did. If I could, I would trade his ass, because he has not lived up to the hype, quite frankly, the last 2 games he played. So that gives me hope for my Raiders. That gives me hope that we could actually slow him down and stop him. But we tend to be the team that, players like this come out on, that actually show up against. So fuck that. I don't know what to tell you, bro. You do you. I'm personally, I have no choice but to start him because I have no other fucking running back. I think I had that one guy that got injured this week. I forgot his fucking name. But anyways, moving on. Yo, my dog. Salute Raider John. Just gonna be hearing you talk that shit and eating. Just got off of school. What up, Anthony Estrada? Yeah, man. You eat it up, bro. Eat it up. Nah, man. How you been, man? You getting better? Remember you said you had COVID, man. Hope you're feeling better. Manuel Contreras. Hope I said that right. You put an elite QB in the same offense, different result. If you can't see his flaws, you don't know football. I'll give you that, bro. If you can't call out Derek Carr on his flaws, you don't know football. But if you call out only Derek Carr's flaws, you're biased as fuck. Lamar Jackson can't throw. He's just a runner. Actually, Lamar Jackson can't throw. That's the thing. I thought the same way, Melo 2-3, but actually, dude, he's been working on his throwing and he has improved. If you watch the film, this guy has gotten a lot better at throwing the fucking ball. And it's mostly a point of emphasis with the coach put on him in the offseason. He's been working on his own with his own throwing coach. The guy put in the work. I got to give it to him. He looks better, dude. He looks a lot better. I'm not saying he's like fucking... I'm not saying he's Drew Brees in his heyday accurate, right? But he's a lot better than he was last year and the year before that. He's progressively getting better with this throwing. So, yeah, I gotta give it to him. But he's still a run-first quarterback. I cannot say he's not, because everybody, if you look at the statistics, he runs every 6 snaps he runs. So that's every 4 snaps he runs. So it's like you snap the ball, he's running. Snap the ball, he's running. That's him, all right? And sometimes it's even quicker than that. So he averages a run just on his own, like not even drawing it up sometimes every 4 snaps. So that's how he plays. He's a run first quarterback. So, again, I've already said, like, if we were to go that route, I'd be cool, but I personally don't really want it. All right, we good. We need to stop making excuses for Carr. He needs to take care of the ball so he doesn't turn the ball over. Make sure he gets on the same page with his receivers. Barry Bananas. That's what I'm gonna call you. Barry Bananas. That's a badass name, bro. Yeah, no, I totally agree, man. Totally agree. He needs to just stop turning the ball over, get it on the same page with his receivers. Basic shit, but yeah, I agree. Melo, you want Guan, dude. Fucking Guan, bro. Injury report. Yeah, man. So let's see if they updated it. I've actually been waiting on the injury report, and it still isn't there. I heard we got a major injury report. Why haven't they used Johnson? He was a great receiver in preseason. Don't know, man. Uh, oh my God, come on, dude. You need to stop, bro. You need to stop. All right, Tone win. Carr equals captain average. Oh shit. The heat for Carr in this fucking chat, dude. This dude is so positive, unlike me. All right, you talking about me? Positive? You obviously haven't seen my reaction videos. I get called a negative Betty like almost in every single one of the motherfuckers. And I never even heard that term, but like 3 years ago. Now I see it on almost every single one of my videos. I'm like, what the fuck is a negative Betty? And then for the last 3 years, I keep seeing that shit pop up. Like, what the fuck? All right. Let me see what else we got. Okay, Carr, man. Sorry for talking crap. Let's start fresh. What? Alright, JMD played not to lose and he lost. Mr. took your soul. Actually, if you ask me, he tried to. I think he just overthought himself. He thought they were gonna go some different like direction to stop us, and they didn't go that. They actually tried something else, and that's what cost us in the game. He overthought it. He did. He in my opinion, he fucking overthought the hand that we had. He thought he could get it straight, and it turns out he miscalculated. And it came back to bite us in the ass. We gave them a flush, and they won that one. John tries to be positive, but he's definitely is not. Christopher Leonard. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I call it, dude. Look here. Here's the deal, guys. I don't try to be positive. I don't try to be negative. I just am. All right. I say what I feel when I feel it. If I'm feeling like there's a reason to overreact, trust me, I will overreact. My initial reactions are always different than my 3 day later reactions, you know. Honestly speaking, who do you see winning the AFC West? I honestly don't know. And that's just me. That's actually me being real. I really don't fucking know, guys, because it's only been 2 weeks for one, but for two, this whole fucking division is stacked. You never fucking know what's gonna happen every time the AFC West is going against each other. You don't. When it's a divisional matchup in this division, it's up in the fucking air. We'll see. You going to any Vegas games? I might. Thinking about it. I really liked last time I went to Vegas, man. It was fun. It was on my birthday. I went with my brother. But it's pretty fucking pricey, dude. It's pretty fucking pricey, man. So I don't know, man. I'm looking into it, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. Thinking to send all the starters in the preseason was a big mistake. Josh McDaniels is a bad decision there. Yeah, I 100% agree. At the same time, it's give and take on that, because you could attribute a bunch of injuries to other teams because they did that. It's risk reward, you know. You do want the players out there getting live reps in a live game situation. But at the same time, you don't want to risk too much. So I 100% agree with you though. But I could see from his perspective why he chose not to do that. He thought the risk was too much over the reward. And hey, yo, now we're paying for it. But hey, it is what it is. That decision was already made, and there's no changing it now. Now we just gotta work with what we got, and what we got is a bunch of live reps that show that we need more work in the fucking preseason. So next year, hopefully, you can fix that shit. Christopher, hey, John, you got tonight Steelers or Browns? Oh, okay, yeah. I hate the Steelers too. I also don't like the Browns, but I think the Steelers are gonna take it. If I'm being real with you, I'll go ahead and probably root for the Browns just to see the Steelers get knocked off. But I have a cousin that's like a brother to me. He saved my life. Dude's a diehard Steeler fan, so I might just hit him up to watch the game tonight with him or some shit. But he's so we'll see what happens. When he was a kid, they raised him up to be a fucking Raider fan, but when he actually was a child, I guess. So I always make fun of him about that because every time he talks shit to me, I'll tell him like, "Hey, bro, keep talking shit. I'm gonna show all your Steeler friends pictures of you in Raider gear, motherfucker." But he was a kid. He had no choice in the matter. When he actually, grew old enough to pick his own team, he chose the Steelers, and he's prepped them ever since. So that was back in his like 11 years old or some shit. So, hey, it is what it is. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, straight up, Carr doesn't suck because it doesn't have the heart of the game. Oh yeah, I'm way back there. Yeah, Barry Banana. I truly believe that like Derrick Carr just needs to get more comfortable in the system. Just right now, you notice how much he got better in John Gruden's system, how better he got statistically wise when it came to throwing the ball. The longer he marinates in the system, the better he'll get. But right now we're getting a really bad sample size of him first two games out. But yo, it's just been 2 games. We'll see what happens, a little bit further down the line. Let's see what we got. All right. I'm telling those 2 games were our preseason. Yeah, 2 games were our preseason. Yo, I've heard that you're like the 4th person to tell me that, and it does make sense a little bit, but because, I mean, that is the very first bundle of action that our starters got. So I guess you could say that, but at the same time, it's like preseason, you're going against 3rd stringers, 4th stringers. It's a really bad situation when you're putting up results like that against the level of player you're going to see throughout the year. You know what I mean? So it's like, give and take on that answer, man. Give and take. Raiders versus Patriots. Trader John, that would be an awesome game to go to. That's the one I'm thinking of going to. Dennis, yo, that is the one I'm thinking of going to. It's funny you bring that up. That is literally the one I was thinking of going to. I still haven't decided yet. I mean, I really do want to go. That would be 3 games because I'm actually planning on going to the Rams versus Raiders game. I plan on taking my nephew and my cousin. So, we'll see. We'll see. If I have enough money, I might. I'm a working man, man. I don't make a lot of money, man. So every little bit I scratch up, I try to save for a game. But my family comes first, and if I can financially do it, I'll do it. If the Raiders don't defeat the Titans, Josh McDaniels should get fired. Made a mistake hiring Josh McDaniels, but see you in week 14. Should be a good game. Kelly D97. Hey, man, you know damn well you want him back. You know damn well your Patriots want that guy back. Yo, he may not be so far. I'm not saying he's a bad coach because I don't have enough body of work yet to tell you that. Um, from this team, all right, from the coaching Denver, that's a different story. But you know damn well he's a great offensive coordinator for you guys, and he's always been a great offensive coordinator for you guys. So you know damn well you want him back, bro. That's the reason why you think he should get fired. Get out of here with that, bro. Mile High Raider. People are saying we got robbed against on that last play. Yeah, bro, he barely got across. I actually watched that. He barely got across, guys. Like, it happened. And even if he didn't, at the end of the day, it's already in the record. It's already in the record books. It's already done. We got to move on to the next one. Move on to the Titans. Got to focus on Derrick Henry. Got to focus on stopping their run game, and got to focus on scoring some fucking touchdowns in the red zone. All right. Cannot let this shit get away from us early. If anything, I believe personally, the game plan in this game is get ahead early and score often. If we should get the ball in the first half, we shouldn't do the get in the second half bullshit. No, get the ball, get the lead, stick it with it. All right, that's what I believe will win us this game. If they play from the lead, we might be in trouble. Because then they could just lean on Derrick Henry to run the ball. Who will be the first team to defeat the Chiefs in the AFC? Raiders. I said it. Raiders. We're going to be the first team. I don't know, man. We'll see. Positivity is what we need among the nation, bro. 15 games left. Yeah, man, I agree. We do all need to remain a little bit positive, but at the same time, don't let that make you feel like a brainwashed fucking robot. If you see something, say it. I'm a firm believer in that. And if I see a problem, I'm gonna call it out. Simple as that. I've always been that way. The trick is to understand or to explain yourself to the point where they know it's coming from a place of love. I love this team. I'll always love this team. I'll go to my fucking grave loving this team. But I'm gonna call it out when I see it. You gotta treat this team sometimes like family. Because let's be real. If your brother's doing something to piss you off, you're gonna talk shit to him. If your brother does something stupid, you're gonna trash what he did. If you got an opportunity to cap on your brother, you're gonna cap on your brother. But at the end of the day, you're gonna ride or die for that person. You're gonna ride or die for your blood. You're gonna ride or die for your family. It's not about a place of hate. It's a place of seeing things for what they are. And no matter what, I'm gonna love this team. But positivity isn't really what drives me, man. It's love. That's just it. And sometimes love could turn negative sometimes, man. love could get dark sometimes, man. Doesn't change anything. I'm still gonna be running this team on Sunday, so. But whether negative, positive, whatever, man. As long as you come in and support this team, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Just my 2 cents. Will you push or pressure your son to play football? My son ain't playing football. My son's autistic, so he's not going to be doing a lot of things. He's actually, he actually is nonverbal also, so it's very hard for him to communicate. We're teaching him sign language and how to speak through certain buttons on a computer. So he actually struggles with communication and stuff like that. So I would not put him in football. No, I wouldn't put him in anything. Nah, man. I wouldn't push my son to play football. Watch football, different story. He actually does sit down and watch it with me. He likes to see me react. I don't know why. But it always tough for West Coast teams to travel to East Coast and get a win. Yeah, true. Always tough for the West Coast team to travel to East Coast and get a win. That is true, JC. That is true. All right, guys. I'm going to have to go. Sorry. I'm actually seeing a lot more comments. Hey, yo, thanks for all y'all stopping by and chatting with me. Enjoyed the chat today. I'll see you guys on Sunday for the post game reaction. Might go live. Don't know. Maybe not. Depends on what's up with the fam. But y'all know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Go Raiders.